Over the years, I have encountered a great number of families, religions, entire cultures that vigorously teach children that they have an inflexible and total obligation to love and care for their parents all their lives. The reasoning of parents, mostly unconscious, goes something like this. I've never felt unconditionally loved in all my life. I have felt helpless to control how people treat me. I'm alone and in pain. Remember, this is the reasoning of the parents. If I have a child, though, I'll have somebody I can control more easily because I'll be able to train them from the beginning to do what I want and to love me. I can use this child to get a sense of power, control, praise. I can vent my anger and frustration on them in ways that adults won't let me do. And when I get older, I can use guilt and obligation to require this child to take care of me. After all, I supported them all their young lives and loved them as adults, so they owe me. So I'll be guaranteed their care and devotion until I die. Admittedly, this is mostly unconscious reasoning, but it's very apparent in the behavior of parents. Think I'm exaggerating? Look at the face of any adult when they're confronted with a conversation with a parent. So an adult child confronted by a conversation with a parent where the parent wants something. Time, attention, somebody to whine to, somebody to do things for them, on and on. You know the list. The child looks strangled with a rope of guilt and obligation. Watch it. Watch for it. Watch for it in yourself. I talk to these adults and to children every day. It's a nightmare, but most people accept it because it's so common. So what's wrong with this system of guilt and obligation? Everything. It imprisons everybody. Parents are in a prison of victimhood and controlling. Children of all ages are in a prison of obligation and guilt, really a kind of slavery. So what's the solution? The truth. Surprise. And love. It's not complicated. So what is the truth? That parents chose to bring children into the world. And the parents took on the responsibility with their choice, whether they realized it or not, to unconditionally love and teach these children they invited to join their family. The children come involuntarily to our family. They didn't get to choose. So if we then obligate them involuntarily, that's slavery. If we involuntarily invite them, which we do, but then love and teach them, that, by comparison, is a divine state of grace. We have to stop requiring our children to love and service. Gotta stop. It's an unthinkable crime, actually. Children can grow up healthy only if they are loved unconditionally, where the flow of love is one way from us to them. Then they can raise children whom they love. There is no exchange of unconditional love. If there's an exchange, it's not unconditional love. By its very nature, real love cannot be traded, but it can be passed on. So let's get with the flow. Let's find love from other adults and from God so we can pour it into our children, who will then pour it into their children, all part of the eternal flow. Can children eventually feel loved and mature enough to love their parents? Yes. But first, they must be loved themselves. And if they love their parents, it's a free choice. Freely given love is a miracle to behold. We can begin to participate in that miracle right now.